Hi, fellow viewers, to everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Steve. My full name is Steve Hoong. I'm the owner of this video account in this respective website, youtube.com. Okay, by the way, a lot of you will wonder why I make another videos about the American diplomat and at the same time American inventor, the one I mentioned a few hours ago, Benjamin Franklin. Okay, here's my answer. The reason why I made a simple necrological video a few hours ago because the difference is this video is super complete details, meaning this is super complete and these are only important details a few hours ago. This one, aside from simple, this is totally complete, meaning all the details that you like to know more about him, it will be mentioned little by little from his birth until his death. Anyway, some of them will be a review, but this will be totally complete and complete details. Okay? Okay, let's begin. By the way, to give you a background, Benjamin Franklin is an American polymath, American writer, American scientist, American inventor, American statesman, American diplomat, American printer, American publisher, American forger, and at the same time, political philosopher. That is the one I mentioned few hours ago. This time it will be complete details about him from his birth until his death. Okay. Benjamin Franklin is for me, he is a jack of all trades and master of many. No other Americans except possibly through Thomas Jefferson. I think you know him. You can see that name in American history. Has done so many things so well. Actually, during his long and useful life, Benjamin Franklin concerned himself with such different matters such as statesmanship and soap making. He also knows how to apply book printing and cabbage growing, meaning a planter, how to plant cabbage. And the rise of tides and fall of the empires, he also invented an efficient heating stove, which is the Franklin stove that I will mention later on, and proved that lightning it's electricity. That is part of his invention. That's the reason why I mentioned Benjamin Franklin as an inventor. Okay. By the way, these some parts are only review. This is only a short details, but later on it will be complete. By the way, as what I've said few years ago, on his birth date, based on old style, my official decision that he was born is January 17, 1706. If it is based on new style, January 6, 1705. So it's a 1 year difference. So my final decision is he was born on January 17, 1706. Then he died on April 17, 1790 at age 84. He married once, and that is Deborah Reed Franklin. She died on 1774. Then they had 3 children with Deborah, namely William Franklin, Sarah Franklin Bachet, and Francis Fulger Franklin. 3, meaning 2 sons and 1 daughter. Okay. His birthplace is located in Milk Street, Boston, in the state of Massachusetts. He died at his home at Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania. Okay. As a U.S. diplomat, he was a U.S. minister to France from March 23, 1779 until May 17, 1785. So it's a span of 6 years. And he was appointed by Continental Congress. So therefore, this about the independence of July 4, 1776 was already applied. So meaning they know each other with Alexander Hamilton, the first president of the United States, George Washington. Okay. Then aside from this, he is a U.S. Minister of Sweden from September 28, 1782 until April 3, 1783. This time, he was appointed by the Congress of the Confederation. So not anymore the Continental Congress. Okay. A lot of you are asking why is he become a American publisher? Okay, actually because of this person, Thomas Denham. Thomas Denham was an English merchant who had emigrated, although returned to England, and who employed Franklin as a shopkeeper, as a clerk, bookkeeper in his business. So when Denham died, he became a publisher of a newspaper. That time he was an apprentice during the time of Denham, when Thomas Denham was alive. This time he published a newspaper called the Pennsylvania Gazette. Actually, it is a newspaper in Philadelphia that is one of the prominent newspaper from 1728 until 1800. So meaning even if he dies already in 1790, it reached another 10 years after he died that time. Because imagine 1728 to 1800, that's more or less 72 years. The Pennsylvania Gazette. Okay. By the way, why did I say he is an American polymath? What do I mean by this? Why did he become an American polymath? Okay, I can answer this. He became an American polymath because for me, he is a true polymath who shaped America. Yes, he is the one. Then, he is the polymath who shaped a nation known for his contribution of fields such as science, politics, writing, and diplomacy. That's the reason why I mentioned American diplomat. Then he's the polymath of the ages. He's the one. Then he's the one who helped to draft the Declaration of Independence and securing French support to the war. That's the one I'm talking about, the Constitution of the United States. So it involves with George Washington, the first president of the United States. And he is the founder of the University of Pennsylvania. He is the one, Benjamin Franklin. Then it is proven that he is the polymath of the American Revolution. This is confirmed. He is the most influential figure in American history. Take note of that to all American history professor. This is the most important part. Then, for those who are asking, is he the one in the US $100 bill? Yes, he is the hero in the $100 bill of US currency. And this is the largest paper money that is now in circulation nowadays. So from past, present, he is the one. Nothing changed. Then he is famous for his wise savings and inventions. This is the one that I did not mention a few hours ago. Then he was a true Renaissance man. Yes, Benjamin Franklin is a true Renaissance man. Then he's the ultimate multitasker because, as what I've said, he is a jack of all trades and master of many things that we cannot do like him, because no other Americans can do except him. He's the unique person. As an American inventor, he also invented lightning rod that saved many buildings from fires that caused by lightning. Actually, he used a kite. Then when he used a lightning rod, he experimented it. Then it was a successful experiment. Then he encountered so many challenges about this one. Then he is the one who invented Franklin's stove, which is known as iron heater oven. He is the one. And this one is the stove that give more heat than other stoves, and it is used much less fuel. So meaning practical, save fuel. And he's the one who invented bifocal glass that is used for distance and reading use. So meaning if you wear eyeglass, they're using bifocal glass that time. Next is, I did not mention this a few hours ago about 13 virtues. Take note of that. By the way, the 13 virtues that I will mention it each twice. I'll repeat, I'll mention it twice. What are the 13 virtues of Benjamin Franklin? Okay. Number 1 is temperance. Number 2, silence. Number 3, order. Number 4, resolution. Number 5, frugality. frugality, Frugality, Frugality. Number 6, industry. Number 7, sincerity. Number 8, justice. Number 9, moderation. Number 10, cleanliness. Number 11, chastity. Number 12, tranquility. Number 13, humility. Okay. Do I have quotes? Yes, I have. What are the quotes that I have from Benjamin Franklin when he was still alive? Okay, here's the quotes. First quote is, "We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid." That is his when he was alive that time. Again, I'll repeat. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Next quote is, "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." I know it's hard to prove, but he's the one who said it. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. He's the one. Oh, by the way, I like to add something. On December 12, 1787, before on this death, when he was already in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania became the second state to join the Union. Take note of that. December 12, 1787. Then, on the state of Pennsylvania, take note, Pennsylvania was one of the original 13 states in the Union. During that time, it was only 13 states in the Union. So this is part of the American history, and they must familiarize with this because Pennsylvania is a state. It's part of the United States. Okay, when Benjamin Franklin died, he died on, as what I've said, on the April 17, 1790 at his home. But he has a last words, and his last word says, "A dying man can do nothing easy. A dying man can do nothing easy." The cause of death in my necrological findings is chest pain, because of the pleuritic attack at his home in Philadelphia. By the way, Philadelphia is part of Pennsylvania, which is now the largest city in Pennsylvania. Pleuritic attack is known today as pleuritis. Then before, it is called pleurisy, that talks about inflammation of the membranes that surrounds the lungs and line the chest cavity, meaning inside the body. That's what happened to him that time. Then approximately, based on my estimation, 20,000 people attended Franklin's funeral. That is the most important part. During his funeral that time. Then what else do I like to say? When he was in France, that time, the one when he was a U.S. minister, from U.S. minister to France, they met with King Louis XVI. Yes, King Louis XVI was the king that time on France, and the queen was Queen Marie Antoinette. That's the husband of King Louis XVI. That is the one. So I see. Then, by the way, a lot of you are asking, where is the burial place? Okay, it is located in Christ Church Burial Ground in Philadelphia. That is found in the state of Pennsylvania. That is the one, is the most important part. And his burial was beside in his wife. That is the one I did not mention few hours ago. So that's it. By the way, a lot of you are asking, what's the difference of the super complete and the simple necrological? Okay, the answer is, it based on the number of minutes. Because the number of minutes will reflect on how you say and what are the additional details. Because if you said super complete, so the details are complete. Because if simple, that's only 50%, meaning half of the details that I mentioned. So that's it. Then what else do I what do you call this? the details. Okay, this one is the most important part. In terms of legacy, Franklin's name would almost certainly be on any list of half dozen greatest Americans. I'm gonna tell you, this is proven. Because his face appeared on postage stamp. Actually, he is a postmaster, meaning we can say a part of postman. That's it. Then on the coins and paper money of the United States, two presidents of the United States proudly bore his name. Franklin, actually there are two, aside from Benjamin Franklin. Franklin Pierce and Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the one who became a U.S. president 3 consecutive terms during recession and Second World War from 1933 to 1945. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So that's it. Then, by the way, before I say goodbye, please take note that Philadelphia has also revered the memory of its most famous citizen. As what I've said, he's the founder of the University of Pennsylvania that names its athletic field in his honor. Yes, he's the one. Then one of the showplaces of the city, which is called Benjamin Franklin Parkway, midway along the parkway stands the Franklin Institute that is dedicated to popularize the science that Franklin loved know well. This building contains the Benjamin Franklin National Memorial with its great statue of the seated philosopher by James Earl Fraser. That's it. The Franklin Institute has also set up a reconstruction of Franklin's printing shop with his own printing press. So the one I mentioned, the Pennsylvania Gazette, but it doesn't last long. So if you will ask, the Pennsylvania Gazette still exists? Actually, no more. Although the Library of Pennsylvania has a details within. It is found in the state of Pennsylvania. Okay, so this is the complete details that I can show this afternoon. By the way, as what I've said, all my necrological videos in YouTube is paid promotion label. That's the most important part. And as a world's famous necrologist, I am like to inform to all viewers that don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for my next necrological videos, and so on and so forth. It will be more and more. So not only one countries, but 7 continents across the globe. So that's it. So once again, thank you so much for listening in this necrological video, and I hope that this complete details about Benjamin Franklin is totally totally explained to all viewers. Thank you so much for listening in this video. Good afternoon.